Okay, lekker. Okay, so we've got the recording. I'm going to do some screen sharing here as well. Oh, it just looks a bit different when there's so many people here. There we go. And I don't want
Everyone,
that.
this is a demonstration of how to use Spotlight Social. We as Project SA is using this. So I just wanted to clarify, this is just a demo of how to use it, but there are many other functionalities to it. But Andrew, thank you so much.
Yeah, awesome. And just before I get started, I just want to tell everyone here that you are welcome to stop or interrupt me at any time. Just put your hand up here or just pop in and say, hey, I got a question. And I will explain what the functionality is, and I'll explain how we can make this thing grow and how it can become really well connected around the country. And I definitely just want to serve everybody and work together. So we've opened this up for the Lord to guide our footsteps here. So what you'll see in front of me is you've actually got the back end side, but I'm not going to show you too much of that, but it is open. And then on the right, you'll see my phone. What I'll also do real quick is I'll run through the Cheerful Giver side as well, because it is a part of the system. And obviously this is a live demo, so if I got messages that come through, I do apologize. But okay, so with that being said, I'm going to open the top left app there, which is Spotlight Social. And if you haven't downloaded it yet, whoever's on this call, please do so now. You just go to the App Store and you search for Spotlight Social, 2 words. It should come up. Arno, what I can see, my friend, is that we've had 150 people download the app already, which is fantastic. So that's actually something which I'll explain now. On the dashboard here, we'll see there's 263 people that have been added to the Project SA organization, and we've got 9 active communities. So what I'll quickly do is go to the facility members here on Project SA. What's really nice about the system, it's our own private social network. We control it. We can see who's online. We can see who's posting. We can see who's who. And it's all owned by us. So we don't have to worry about anything else from the outside world. Here we can see we've had 58% of users log in, which is a good number, but obviously we'll get that up. And on the system here, we can see last seen. Okay, so there, Mr. Adrian Kruger, last online 13 seconds ago, 16 seconds ago, 38 seconds ago. So these obviously guys on the call. That's amazing.
Sorry, Andrew, can I quickly ask a question?
Yes, let's
on
go.
That. All right, that's not to do with your security side. You said you own everything, but it's still part of the networks. You still have to go through Play Store and Apple and those kind of things. So where exactly is the line in terms of this?
So what the difference is there is that in order to be on the app stores, we do go through Apple, we do go through Google. That is just, we can't get around that. But what we do is we own the user. And when the user creates his profile or her profile, and they agree to the terms and conditions, they put in the details, that belongs to us. So it's not public facing. No one else will be able to access this information. We've got a lot of privacy put in place. And as we grow, and we will encourage people to challenge us, and we've got a lot of people that will actually try and break in, just so that we can continue to make this more and more secure. To explain that question, if I go look at Arno's profile here, and I can actually go in here and I can go look at his user, I'll be able to see there's his name, there's his details, there's his phone number. So these are all private to us. And obviously everyone who's on the system is consented to having their information public, but this is to the administrators. And as this grows, this is really where this gets exciting. The more information we add to people's profile, the more we can connect each other. So right now we've got your gender, we've got a bio. So here we can put Arno as a legend. There we go. Title. I mean, this is now we can just say whatever it may be. And then we've got a date of birth, country, state, and all that, and an address. But what we will start to do is we'll put in your industry, and we'll put in feedback from what you guys want. Because what we've done is we've developed the full structure of the platform and the foundations. But what we can do is continue to grow and improve. And what I've told Arno is once we've got mass and once we've got a lot of people that are part of our communities, lots of little goes a long way. So
okay, so the main thing about security is the fact that you own the user. So the networks and the connections, you're still working through the normal stuff. So if those things go off, this spotlight goes off. It's just the ownership of the user that's secure on your side.
Yeah, and if you look at Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, any of those apps out there, they all go through the App Store. Ultimately, if we really, really wanted to be our own private thing, we'd have to have our own independent app. But because we're using Apple and Android devices, that's not going to happen anytime soon. So I hope that answered that question.
Great, thank you.
Okay, cool. Awesome. So that's a little bit about the system here. So what we will be able to do is we will follow up and get everyone else to make sure to fill in their details and to download the app. What we see on the right. So I'm going to click on the community screen on my left. And here we've set up the initial communities of Project SA, where we've got our Project SA members. This is going to be one community that's going to grow to as big as any communities. That's actually going to have every single Project SA member. So that'll grow to 100,000 to 1 million plus, whatever that number gets to. Then we've got your national coordinators, your provincial coordinators, group coordinators. And as we go down, we've got the Prayer Army, Joseph networks, Nehemiah networks, and the David and Esther's networks. This is the core that we've set up so far. What's really powerful, at any time from the system, we can go here, we can send a push notification, and we can message these people. So whether we've got 100,000 people or 1 million people, we can say, donate now, or whatever it may be, or pray now, or whatever it may be, and we can target those people, which is really fantastic. And these communities all show up on your phone. So if you look to the right, I'm now part of 2 of communities, the Project SA members and the national coordinators, and then there are 7 other available communities. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click there and just show you how that works. Now, obviously, we need to put some branding in there because they just got the generic default logos, but I can scroll between these communities and I can see them all. And there's the Prayer Army, for example. I'm going to click on the Prayer Army. It's going to pull up a little profile of this community, and I'm going to join it. So as soon as this loads, and what's also nice is each different community here has the ability to have its own administrators that will take control of that group. That way we have power in numbers. If you just try and do everything from the top, it's not going to work. If you need to empower the people in their local areas. So here we'll see we've got a few people that are admins. That's awesome. I'm going to now go request to join. Are you sure you want to join this community? Yes, I would love to. Now that is going to send a push notification to those admins. It says your request to join has been sent, and that's great. So now when I get accepted to that community, it will show up into my community section of the app. One step back, I just want to show you something. So at the very top here, it shows you that I'm part of Project SA. I'm a part of a lot of different communities through this app. So there's Wanderers Golf Club, and lots of other Cheerful Giver, Friend of God, so Belleville Golf Club. So this is a community-driven platform. So if I go to the very top, which says my all communities, I'm going to click that. And this takes me almost to your home screen, which is like your WhatsApp feed, if you want to call it that. But instead of individual chats, it is communities that I'm a part of. So here you'll see there's the Prayer Army. So I'm still pending. So it says waiting approval membership, my membership approval. And this is now where you'll see your golf club, you'll see your churches, you'll see all your different communities in one place. These are clients of ours that belong to us. And what's going to happen is we're going to have a lot of overlap. I've already started now. We've just onboarded CBMC, which is the Christian Businessman Connect. And a lot of those guys would be very, very interested in joining Project SA as well. So the nice thing about it is you have one app, Spotlight Social, and you can be a part of multiple different organizations. Is that a question somewhere, or is someone? No. Okay.
I'm sorry. Can I just quickly ask something, Andrew?
Yes.
So,
sure.
in regards to the facility members, so whenever somebody wants to join in, obviously they come in as a guest, and I have to accept them as a member. So my issue is that sometimes you'll find that probably 100 people want to join as their guests, and now I have to accept them as members. But I can't choose, I can't click all their names at the same time and automatically accept them as members. I have to go through the names individually, which it's a bit of a mission. So I wanted to ask you if there's a way that I can use to actually just accept them all at the same time without having to do it individually.
Okay.
I've tried, it's a bit difficult.
Thank you so much for that question. First of all, if there are any improvements, if there are any enhancements that we need on the system, let us know. We'll put them on the roadmap, and then we will get them scheduled in. Some of it will require development and will have costs involved. Some we can say we can do fairly easily. Charmaine, have you used the back-end system at all, the computer dashboard, or has it only been on your phone?
No, both on my phone and the dashboard.
Okay, cool. So I'm going to show you a little something. And what I'm going to do here, these are all verified. So I'm going to go here. So there's only one person that needs to be verified, but let's just say there were 100.
Okay.
Well, you push this little button here. It now selects everybody. You go to your bulk actions, 264 people, and you say verify selected members. That answers your question. That does everyone in one go.
Okay, so, okay, sorry, but that's a different one. So first of all, they come in as guests, all right, before they're members. So they come in as guests, but the moment they come in as guests, that's where my problem is. It's difficult to select all of them and then accept them. It doesn't allow me to do that. I don't know how I can actually show you. I think probably I can try to join in as a guest, and then you will, yeah, it's a bit of a challenge. Or probably I can talk to you after the meeting.
No problem. I totally understand what you're saying. Don't forget.
Yeah, I think if you can maybe deal with that afterwards, because we really want to focus on the usability at the moment. Great.
Yeah, Charmaine, good question. We'll touch base. Don't worry. And here you'll see. So it just says to me on my phone, you have been verified by Project SA. Hey, Andrew, great news. You've been verified. Awesome stuff. So the push notifications are in place, and there is push notifications all over the place. I mean, if it's your birthday, you get a push notification. If you've been verified, if you want to join a community, I mean, it's a very, very complicated system on the back end, but on the front end, we're trying to make it as easy as possible. Another question we get often is all these various groups and communities I'm a part of. What we're going to do in time is, well, first of all, you'll see I've pinned these top 3. So it's very much like WhatsApp. So if I swipe to the left, then I can go ahead and pin the community. I can leave the community, and now I can mute the community. So mute is just like WhatsApp. So you can have your notifications on the app, but you can mute certain communities so that it doesn't get too spammy. The user has the ultimate control to receive what he wants to receive or she wants to receive, and whether you want the communication on or off. Someone else is joining us. Okay, let's let him in. Okay, so basically I just wanted to show you through the app just to show you the functionality of it. So this is your all communities page where everything is in one place. What you'll see, there's a couple new items on the screen, Arno, that you won't even recognize because we've been busy. We've got a button on the top left which allows you to search. So if you click on the search button, this will discover communities that are nearby. So here we've got Clovelly Ladies, Ehrenvale Families, My Golf, and these are basically what's available on the platform. Now, this helps us grow as a platform and as a company where we get users that can come on and join various communities. This is why the verification is so important. A lot of these you say you can just join, but as you scroll down, I think if there's any closed communities, it'll say, there we go, local is lekker, request to join. So that shows you the closed community where if you request to join, it sends a verification message, where if it's just a public, you can join. So we will have in time public communities, closed communities, and private communities. So I just wanted to show you guys that. And as the system keeps growing, you're going to be able to filter communities by type, by sports. I mean, the system just keeps growing and growing. Between us, there is already over 40,000 people using the platform, which is very, very exciting. Majority of them are people that we've signed up through golf courses and through private organizations. But Project SA is one that is close to my heart. So I'm going to close that one. Then you've got this drop down at the top. I think you guys are familiar with this. This is now where you can toggle between your organizations. So Ehrenvale Homeowners Association there, and that's got 300 members. Passion City Church, which is the church I attend in Atlanta. Louis Giglio's church. So you can click on that one. And as we scroll down, let's go find Project SA, which is somewhere in the middle for me. There it is. So 150 members are part of Project SA that have downloaded the app, and I'm in 2 communities. But before I go there, I just want to show you here. We also have the ability to create your own communities on the phone. So if you click this little plus button top right, you can create a community. Here you set up your privacy of it and your own branding. And what we're going to do in the near future is allow you to create a community and link it to an organization. Currently, you can just create a one standoff community where you don't have the ability to log into the dashboard. But when you can link it to an organization, then you get access to the dashboard. So that functionality belongs there. Then you just got the simple, you can search your communities you're a part of. If you hit the little information pop up, this basically tells you these are all your communities all in one place. Some of your communities fall under an organization, which you can view by hitting the drop down that says all communities. That's the drop down over here. So this is almost like your Instagram where you can toggle between your different organizations. So at this point now, I'll go to Project SA and I'll click on it. Come on. Let's just see. Okay, for some reason doesn't want to switch over. Every now and again, the app will play up a little bit, so we always just need to make enhancements. Let's just give it a little close. And while I'm doing this, I want to talk you through the bottom navigation bar as well, because there we go. Okay, so now it's caught up. Okay, so obviously Prayer Army, I'm still pending. These other communities I'm a part of. So now that we're in Project SA's little section, this is the branding of Project SA. These are all customizable. We can also customize this back wallpaper here. So I know we might want to do that at some point. And at the very bottom, you'll see your community section. Well, this is where we are. Then we've got your own private, basically WhatsApp within the platform. So if we click on chat, so chat now will show you all the individual messages that I have with people from the communities that I belong. And if you click on individual chat, you'll see this is very similar to your WhatsApp chats. So it's the own private chat system. So as this grows and we want to communicate with other believers throughout the country, we can do it through here. Yes, we can still use WhatsApp, obviously, but we are trying to make sure that we can become self-sustainable without it. And this is very simple. You type your message, you can upload a picture or a video, etc. And you can send a voice note as well over here. Very much like WhatsApp. If I click on the profile, there's Kirsten's profile. I can go see the media that we've shared with each other. We've just done a few pictures, videos, voices. So just very much like how WhatsApp works. And if I go back, So this is something which is very exciting, and Anna will be quite interested to hear this. We have a new button in the middle of the app called Rewards. This is also going to become a wallet in time. Right now, it says Rewards. So your app won't say that, but it is coming soon. And the reason why we're bringing in rewards and wallet functionality is so that we can actually incentivize people to join the community. And if you join the community, you get a free coffee, or if you go and do an outreach somewhere, you can get a free lunch, or we're going to incentivize people and give them rewards in the platform. Very, very exciting. Some of the golf clubs that we use, we send out birthday messages, and now we'll say happy birthday, Doc. Thank you so much for being a part of our community. Here is a round of golf, or whatever it may be. So the rewards is created by the organization or created by the community administrators, and the rewards are very, very attractive to in getting more engagement on the app. So that is that button. And I'm going to talk about Cheerful Giver and about the payment thing in a second. But let me click on rewards. So I don't have any rewards now, but this is where I can manage my rewards. I can create rewards from here. You can enter your name of your rewards program, etc. But that's coming soon. Then you've got your notifications page. This is just self-explanatory. So this is just like your Facebook or your Instagram, for example. So here I've been verified by Project SA. Here's a new post. You'll see if it's slightly gray, it's unread. If it's white, you've read it. So this is just telling you what's going on. 1 day ago, there's a new post in Project SA members. Let's go take a look. This will open up the post. There you'll see it was from Arno. And there is a link to the YouTube video, and we can click on that, and that'll just open up the YouTube video right there in the app. You can watch it. Very, very simple. So then we can go back to where we were. Now we're on our notifications page. Very easy. And the final tab is your Me tab, which is your profile, bottom right. So as I click on that, here you'll see there's my little profile picture, me playing golf. And then I've got a little bio here. So you can click on that, Saved by Grace, Pro Golfer, blah, 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 blah. And there's all the posts that I've been making on all my various feeds. And in time, my profile page is going to keep expanding. It's going to have a wallet page. You'll be able to see currency, certain rewards and vouchers you've got, your industry. So ultimately, one day we want to say, okay, let's filter through all in my case, the professional golfers on Project SA. Oh, we've got 17. Or we want to go and filter through the accountants, or we want to filter through the farmers, and we want to filter through what type of farming you do. So the more information we can gather on our users, the more we can network and make a difference. So that is the overall navigation of the app. I go back to the communities here. Another thing I want to do, so I haven't been allowed into that Prayer Army community just yet. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the community myself on this dashboard here. I'm going to go to the Prayer Army, which is here. And there I'll see Andrew, approval is required. I'm going to go approve myself. Okay, perfect. So I've now approved myself. So if I go back to my phone and I just pull down to refresh, we'll see the pending has now gone away and I'm now allowed in. So I will click on the community. There we go. I'm in. Now, that's a lot of information so far. Is there any questions? Is everybody following? So far, so good. Okay, cool.
So Andrew, maybe just quickly, so with each group, you can, within Project SA, for instance, whether Prayer Army or national coordinators or whatever, you can have your own preferred menus, like we have there with Prayer Army, prayer requests, whatever is relevant to that group, one can include that, and that would kind of be the basis of communication. Am I right?
100%. The real power of the app belongs in the community, because the community is where you're actually going to interact with other members. So if I click on the Prayer Army, for example, We still need to give it some branding at the top, but here you've got about prayer warriors, prayer requests, praise reports. We can now edit this to exactly what we want. I'm not an admin of this community, so I've just got a little I button, but that means I can click on the I and it will show me just a description of it, the privacy, it's a closed community. And if I try invite via a link, so this is one of the settings. Let's just see. Okay, so it's actually going to let me. So what we've done in order for this communities to go, click on the prayer army and I'm going to go edit this community on the dashboard. This will now show you. So here's the prayer army. There's the logo in the background. As we scroll down, it says your members can invite other members via a link. So that is this button here, invite to community via link. So if I go ahead and click that, and I'm going to encourage guys to do this, not right now, but I don't know, whenever you are ready, or whenever Charmaine, whenever we are all ready, I can actually go and I can go to WhatsApp that I'm using, and I can now go tick, 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 tick. I can start inviting people. So if we all do this and we all invite people to the communities we belong, this thing is going to go from 150 members to 150,000 members very, very quickly. So
Yeah.
before we scale and before we do that, we need to just make sure we all understand, we are all ready, we're happy with the content, and the administrators of each community. So Charmaine, we're going to have a nice chat in the near future.
So Andrew, if you can just show again, where do you invite members? So you click on the group, open the group.
On Project SA, I'm clicking on it here.
Top right is members. Okay.
Yeah, so the members is going to show up here. So what you'll see is on the left, you can hide members lists from each other. You can make it only visible to admins. So you've got all these various settings. So if we want people to be visible, so there's 150 members of this Project SA group. So we can click on the members page, which is this one. And this shows you all the members. There's good old Doc, who was online 2 minutes ago. So we can stalk him just to make sure he's behaving. And and here you'll see.
So what I'm saying is, so you click on members, top right, and then that will take you to this page you see there. And then you see invite to community via link. So you click there, and then you've got the option of selecting either WhatsApp or Facebook or whatever. And then through that way, you can add members to the communities that you are part of. So that's going to be the process, because Andrew, one forget the steps because it's new, you know. So I just wanted to re-emphasize that.
I just want to show you guys something just to make it very, very easy, because everyone's been using WhatsApp and they're familiar to WhatsApp. If I go to WhatsApp on my phone, and if I go to a group chat that I'm in, let's just find a group chat here. So here's a crypto group that I'm in, for example. If I click on the name of this group, this now brings you the images, the description, the links, and all that. And then, okay, so this one actually doesn't let me invite, but it also has the same option here. I'm going to go to another one just to show you Travel Boys, because I think I'm an admin of this one. Okay, so here's the chat. Click on the Travel Boys. As I scroll down, add participants, invite to group via link. So it's exactly the same functionality as WhatsApp. We kept it that way on purpose because we know people are familiar with this. So if I go back here, so Project SA, so there's two ways to do it. I click on the members, which will pull up the members, which I just showed you, which is here. And there you can invite participants or invite via link. But if I go back one, and I actually click on the name or title of the community here, this now brings the description, the privacy, and also has the ability to invite via link. So it's very, very easy. And so here I can click invite via link as well. And then it's going to bring up that same functionality. Just so also the difference, invite participants. This is if someone's already on the app. You can invite them to join the group right there. But if they're not on the app, you invite via link. That's the difference. And what I'm going to do right now is Project SA members, and I'm going to click on WhatsApp. and I'm going to go to, so Renette is a close friend of mine, and this is with your approval, Arno. These are
Yes.
Christian people that I know. So Gillian,
Please.
Renette, next have a like PJ is an amazing guy. Charlene's fantastic. And let's go ahead and get my whole cell group, Helderberg cell group. There we go. Let's just get them. That's a whole bunch of people. And now I'm going to say next. And now what it does, it says here, Andrew Giorgio has invited you to join the Project SA members community on Spotlight Social. It does it all automatically for you. And then I push send. And just like that, I've now sent that to about 14 people in 2 seconds. So,
Excellent.
and we need to, as administrators, so we've got the ability here to only allow admins to send the link out, or we can allow users to send it out. So we need to be very, very careful on who we give access to this, to these types of settings. If we wanted to grow exponentially, we can do that, but that's where the verification comes in play, because we will initially know everybody, like now when it's 100 people, 200 people, but as soon as it gets to the thousands, there's going to be names and faces we have no idea who they are. But that's okay. That's what we want. Here in Project SA, the menu structure we've set up. So we've got a little new section, and you can see the icon there. So each menu has its own functionality. If it's got a little icon like that, that means there's a sub menu. That means inside here, we've got Joy News, which is my mom's company, which is awesome. And Good News 24, which is something we're working on to really help the nation. If we go back, there's your members chat. So that's right there in the community. And here we've allowed people to chat. So anybody who's in this community will be allowed to chat, I think. What's nice though, is you get comments and likes on each chat. So it doesn't spam the group. It's only the person that posts a certain post will see the comments there. So there we go. That was yesterday's post. Then the giving. So now this is the payment and the integration that's coming. So what I'm going to do is click on the giving. This is now using one of our other products called Cheerful Giver. But this is expanding. So to try to keep this as simple as possible, Cheerful Giver is something that's been close to my heart, where in the States, I've seen text giving and WhatsApp giving in churches there for the last 4 or 5 years. In South Africa, we don't have WhatsApp giving, and I couldn't believe it. So during lockdown, I said, okay, we're busy integrating this whole payment gateway into Spotlight Social already. So what I'm going to do is, in the meantime, I'm going to get Cheerful Giver up and running. And Cheerful Giver is, I'm going to just, so cheerfulgiver.co.za. So it's also part of our product. So it's digital giving for ministries in South Africa. You guys can go look at this website at any time. And here it's text and WhatsApp giving, which is by far the most effective way for your congregation to give. Obviously, during lockdown, people weren't attending church. They weren't getting their normal giving. And we said, okay, well, through WhatsApp, we can give. Now, what happens is you get your own unique code to give to via WhatsApp, but you also get a dashboard where you can see all your giving, and you can set up your multiple funds, your building funds, your mission funds, your project funds, whatever it may be, and then a customizable church app in this case. But this is Spotlight Social. So in our case, Project SA is much larger than just one single church. And you get your own website, basically, where you can actually give once off a Give Now page, which is this. But before I do that, actually, let me show you this real quick. So here, it'll show you can put in your first name, your last name, put in your details, then also your giving details, select a fund. So as I select a fund, your national fund, your Hallfontein fund. And then once you've done that, then you can put in an amount. You wanted to give 50, for example, and there you can just check out by a credit or debit card right there. And it's all done quick and easy, very simple. But what's happening here, I want to show you how this works with WhatsApp. So if I go back to WhatsApp here real quick, and I go to Cheerful Giver. So this is the dedicated phone number for that line. I'm not too sure, Arno, if you remember what the Project SA's code was. I'm going to try set Project SA. Let's just see what happens. I guess it says, uh-oh, looks like that code doesn't exist. Please try again. I'm just going to try PSA just for the sake of it. Oh, there it is. Okay. So PSA, Project SA. Hi, Andrew. Please select a fund to give to by typing in the code followed by your amount. So there's the National Fund. There's the Hoffontein Fund. That's exactly what I showed you. This is how amazing this system is. So I've already registered, so it knows who I am. That's why it says, hi, Andrew. If you haven't registered, it will say, if you look at the screen to the left, thank you for your message. Please complete your profile with PSA by clicking on the link below. You do a once-off registration where you put in your details, you link your card, and you're all set. Spotlight's going to work the same way. So you're going to have a giving page or a paying page, and you're going to link a card to your account, and you'll be able to pay and give from Spotlight directly. But in the interim, while we've got Cheerful Giver working, we're going to do it through Cheerful Giver. And here it says here, so please select a fund to give to by typing in the code followed by your amount. So I'm going to go PSA, National Fund NF, and I'm going to give 100 Rand right now. I don't have to put R, I don't have to do anything. I can just put 100 and I can push send. And then boom, just like that, that quickly. Thank you, Andrew. Your gift of 100 Rand to Project SA National Fund is complete. We've emailed you a receipt. It's all instant. It's all automated. It all comes through to the dashboard. It's sitting on Project SA side. And just imagine, guys, if we had 150 guys all say, okay, there you go. There's my RMB, 100 Rand's just been reserved. So it came off my account. If we had 100 guys put in $100 right now, there's 10,000 Rand in a second. Now, if we had 1,000 guys put in $100, we can raise R1 million in the drop of a heartbeat through this platform. And then to put those funds to good causes and to good needs, it's going to be next level. So just to confirm everything, this is your giving through WhatsApp. But if you go back here to Project SA through the community and we click on the giving page, this is the exact same backend. So give now. So I put in my first name, last name, and I select a fund right here and I give the National Fund and I check out. That does the same thing. So the only thing that's going to happen is in the next, call it month or two, this is actually going to be an automated page from Spotlight where it'll actually say, don't fill in your first name, don't fill in your last name. You'll actually go straight to your sign-in page. And once you've signed in here and you stay signed in, you can just start to give automatically. It's all automated. It's very, 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 very effective. And then what's also nice is you've got the ability on the back end here to set up all your different funds. So if I go back to the communities on this Project SA dashboard over here. So you may have a fund now for your national coordinators. You may have a fund for your provincial coordinators. You'll have a fund for your prayer army, your Joseph's network. You can have as many as you want. And when you click on a specific community and you click on the giving page or the pay page, it will now directly link you to that community, to that fund, and you can give all automated on the back end. You won't need to have the hassle of who gave to what and all the admin. It's all done for you. So very, very powerful. And in a nutshell, guys, that's about 30 minutes of straight demo. So I know your heads must be spinning a little bit. It's all recorded so we can watch this at any time. And ultimately, the next question is, how many communities do we want to set up? Who do we want to make the admins of each community? And then we'll let this thing grow. And
excellent. Wow, Andrew, thank you so much. Yo, this is amazing. People, any questions or comments or anything? We still have some time.
Andrew,
sorry, Doc, you can go.
My birthday was on the 10th of October, so you can actually send a gift in retrospect.
Love it.
I'll give you my account number. Just joking. Yeah, but I'm
Well,
happy.
actually, what
I'm
what
happy
what is
with.
happening? You've opened up the next thing. What's going to happen on Spotlight is you're all going to have your own wallet on Spotlight. So theoretically, I could send 100 Rand to Doc on the Spotlight social platform, and it's your own closed network. So you actually did open that up.
Okay. Thank you.
Good. Andrew, just to follow up on my question from the previous session, to understand the bigger picture of how things fit in, this is now a Project SA community that we created here. Say, for instance, we want to create a Doringkloof community, the suburb where I stay, where there's a lot of things and so forth. How does the structure is working, and are there any costs associated to when and where? You've mentioned a few things, that there's enterprises, associations, and so forth, just to get the understanding of the bigger picture.
Good question. So I'm going to pull up a document here called structure. Let's just see. It would help if I could spell it properly. Okay, so I'm going to go to this structure. Let's go here. It gets quite complicated. So this one hopefully will be easy to understand. Okay, so here, basically the question was, if we want to create more communities, how does it work and what is the costs? How does that work? So how to determine which Spotlight communication structure best suits your organization. Everyone is familiar with the Hillsong Church brand pretty much. And what Hillsong is they've got one global head office in Sydney. That is on the very, very top level. This is called an enterprise. Underneath Hillsong, they've probably got close to 1 million members. But that 1 million members is broken down into different countries. So here you've got your 21 countries. We call them associations. It's your next level. So in your associations, in this example, South Africa is one of the countries. So if you scroll down a little bit further, your next level is your facility level. This is where the dashboard that I showed you is facility level. And in your facility, these would be the separate individual churches in the Hillsong network. So there's 9 facilities in South Africa. And if you look to the left, Century City is one campus, Somerset West is one campus. And this is where the payment really come down to play, depending on the size of your church. So this one's got 1,000 members, this one's got 5,000 members. So they'll be on different packages. And then underneath that, you get all your communities that fall underneath your facility. And I'll get to the cost in a second. But underneath your communities, then you've got your menus. So here, your members chat, Bible school, website links, for example. And then you've got all the members that are part of your community. So basically, if we look here, this will show you the cost. So Every Nation is another church group that I've been communicating with. Every Nation Global would be the enterprise. And to have an enterprise dashboard, there's a cost of $299 for that. As you go down to have each association, it's $199 per association. So in this case, there would be 80 different countries. So it would be obviously that 199 times 80. Then below that, they've got all their churches. This is the facility level, which I showed you. So this is there's a free plan, a basic plan, an advanced plan, and a custom plan. So those are the costs there. And obviously, we've got the pricing in rands for South Africa. And what we've done is we've done a straight 10-to-1 exchange rate. So it doesn't matter how it fluctuates. The $39 plan would be 390 Rand. 99 would be 990. And then you've got your communities, which fall underneath each church. And then you've got your content. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go pull up another page quickly. Let's go here and let's go to our website, spotlightsocial.app. So you guys are also welcome to go to this website at any time. And I'm going to go to the dashboard for managers page. And here you'll see the pricing structure here. So basically, Up to 100 members and one community underneath your organization, it's free. Up to 500 members plus 5 communities, it's 390 Rand per month. Up to 2,000 members and 25 communities, it's 990 per month. And then the bigger plans here would be 10,000 members and 100 communities would be 1990. So, for example, your Davids and your Esthers and your Nehemiahs, they will actually get their own dashboard and all their own communities that will fall underneath them. But this is all facility level. So if I go back to this structure here, those all sit on facility level. And above that, we will have the national level, and Project SA will ultimately sit at the very top. And underneath it, we'll have the Davids, the Nehemiahs, and it will just continue to flow underneath it. And ideally, one day, it's going to be Project World or Global Project, and Project SA will be one of the tiers that fall underneath it. So as we grow, we will continue to expand. And what we've only got in place now, we've got access to the facility level, so you can log in and you can see all your members. The association level, enterprise level, no one's got that big yet in our structure, so no one's had to use it. So we will build that out as we need to with Project SA and as we expand. But the really nice thing about this is the cost, if it was all together, would be unbearable. But because each facility has their own members, if we give the ability for each member to pay 10 Rand each or 15 Rand each or whatever, it will actually subsidize the cost and will make it affordable. So did that answer your question?
Yes, thank you, Andrew. So yeah, so you don't have to have the whole structure in place from day one. You can build up from the bottom up.
Yeah, so basically, Ian, as we grow and as we expand, we can link the communities to different organizations. So we're going to create all the communities on this level, on the Project SA level, and we've got up to, let me just go back here. We can have up to 100 communities and up to 10,000 members on this initial package. So once we hit that goal, then we're going to create Project SA page number 2, for example. But this main community at the top, we're going to link this one to an association. So that one will keep growing. But eventually, as we keep growing, we'll also start to just multiply and multiply and multiply, if that makes sense.
Good. Is it possible to, yes? Yes or
no?
I say, is it possible to get that costing structure and this document that you was just showing us out to got it on email or somewhere?
I will send everything to Arno after this, if you want, Arno, one document with lots of.
Yeah, let's do that, and I can forward. Okay.
Good, thank you.
Jan, just to say as well, because you know, the monthly cost we cover as Project SA. So, of course, we can add lots of communities without any additional cost. So that is one thing that Andrew gives for us. So we pay the monthly cost of, I think, 950, and then we can add lots and lots of communities. So the best is to slot in under Project SA and then link with the whole network through that mechanism.
For now, yeah.
Yeah, I just want to understand the picture, so that, you know, if I take Durham Kloof community, for instance, my community is not necessarily all Christians, but we manage it from that point of view, and so forth. Or I must have a look at, say, my business Skitterbloem, so that I just understand, as I'm starting to work on this in Project SA, if I understand the bigger picture, I can know how I can use it in other type of setups.
Yeah,
that's making sense.
Yep.
Yes.
On that note, I do want to encourage guys. Obviously, the app has cost a fortune to develop, and we will continue to develop it. But if you guys have a church, if you guys have a business, if you guys have a homeowners association, whatever it may be, someone's got some feedback. Whoever that is, can they just mute, please?
Jan, just mute.
Is it? Yeah. basically what I'm trying to say is any organization, whether, I mean, if it's a Christian or not organization for now, we would love to get them on as a client and continue to build the company and the income so that we can keep growing. Obviously, the Christian networks is where this really becomes exciting because of how it expands. But for what Ian said, for example, a lot of his people in his organization are not Christians. That's okay. Let's get them on the app anyway. And whoever he is has got an organization, we will set it up. Just to show you that real quick, on my system, if I go to here, I'll go to the backend system, which is called our root system. And as this goes to the root system, on the left, you'll see we've got facilities. And here are all the golf courses. So we've got 40,000 golf courses on our platform, of which I'm starting to sign them up bit by bit in South Africa. But then if we go to the societies section, this is now, we've got Bridge House School, and we've got Bedford View Pre-Primary, and Baldwin ERPM, and Lewis Palau Association, and Morgenster Wine Estate. So we're starting to sign up many, many organizations. And if you click on it, for example, if we clicked on Baldwin, this will take you to their dashboard, and they're brand new. And they've got 2 members in one community. So we can set this up for all the different communities, organizations at this point. So please, please, if you've got any referrals for me, let me know. We'll get them onboarded and signed up. That'll be really appreciated. And I'm
excellent. Thanks, Andrew. Wonderful. For those of you who didn't guess right, Andrew is the son of Aaron Georgia, the editor of Joy magazine. So they as a family are really kingdom-minded and all involved in this. So Andrew, thank you so much. He's also a pro golfer, or was, I don't know. So it's from that background that the Lord used him to prepare this. And I believe it's something for the body of Christ, even an end-time communication system that God has given the nation. So yeah, I think it's gonna, because there are concerns about Facebook and WhatsApp. You see companies harvesting people's social information, drawing up profiles, and then it actually affects whether people are appointed or not. So I think people are more and more going to look for the alternative, the private options. And the functionality of this is very good. So Andrew, thank you so much for the hard work. And even today, presenting and just demo. Is there any last question or comment, just to give a chance? No one. Okay.
Yes, Arno.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yes.
I have now added, or I see you have invited me on the Joseph Network. So I've said yes there. So I think is now the next step is that you make me an admin, and then I can start invite people to it. Is that the process?
That's the process. So I make you an admin because I'm already an admin, and then yes, you can add people there. Wonderful.
Good.
And you can structure this. For instance, the communication in the groups, the prayer army, only the admins can post. So you don't have this flood of just everybody posting. The admins post, so you can control the information, but all of that you can, that's your settings. You can just set it up as you prefer. Right.
I think Jan might have a question there.
Jan?
Thank you. Yes. I just, while we were talking, downloaded the app and created my own profile, and also created a profile for my church so far. So while we were talking, but I don't see the all communities is blank. So do I still need to be verified somewhere?
So when you say all communities, you should see an All About Spotlight social community there, and you should.
Mine is just this empty. It says add. Yeah, it says where it says all communities, it gives me a plus with add organization club.
So that's so if you click on the all communities there, you're not part of any organizations, but we can take this offline, Jan. I'll help you out. But yeah, I'd love to chat. If you can just maybe just pop through everyone's details on sheets, just so I can be in touch with everybody as well. We'll take it from there.
Yeah. Good.
I
Thank you,
think
everyone.
from the 150 people that have downloaded the app, I encourage everyone, Arno, on your approval, that everyone should go invite 10 people to join the Project SA group, and let's get this up to 400-500 here. And the next time we chat, we'll take it from there. And Arno, I'll see you in Cape Town shortly.
Yes, absolutely. Wonderful. Thank you. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you
Thanks for
very
your
much.
time. Bless
Bye-bye.
you. Bye.
Awesome.
Bye.
Awesome. Thank you, guys. Cheers. Hey.